Welcome to Smart Remarks, where Rick Santorum is leading in some national polls. And isn't that special? So if you watch this program on a regular basis, and God bless you, you'll know that our focus has been almost entirely economic in recent months. There's obvious reasons for that. We're still in the woods. Just this past week, we've got a deal in Greece that almost no one thinks is going to hold. You have Obama saying he wants to cut the corporate tax rate because surely this will result in more American jobs, right? Right? You've got housing prices at a 10-year low, but I'm not going to talk about any of this week. Instead, I'm going to talk about Rick Santorum, because Rick Santorum is driving me insane. Over the course of the past week, it's been hit after hit for Santorum. You probably saw last week where he decried Obama's, quote, phony theology, and Santorum's supporters were quick to say they were quick to be outraged because Santorum was not implying that Obama wasn't a real Christian, but of course, you and I know that that's exactly what Rick Santorum was implying. Then over the weekend, he came out against prenatal testing, saying it only encourages abortions. And then yesterday, the Drudge Report was all over a 2008 speech by Santorum in which Santorum said that Satan himself had America in his sights. Quote, Satan is attacking the great institutions of America, Santorum declared. This is a spiritual war. Later on in the same speech, Santorum said, quote, we look at the shape of mainline Protestantism in the country, and it is in shambles. It is gone from the world of Christianity, as I see it. And I thought, see, Rick Santorum thinks that your theology is phony, too. The more I hear Rick Santorum's cultural rebel yell, the more I think of the old Dana Carvey character on Saturday Night Live, the church lady.
Could it be Satan?
You might remember this from the late 80s, early 90s. Santorum doesn't have the purple dress, but he does have the sweater vest, and Carvey's old line, could it be Satan, seems perfectly appropriate for Santorum, who said something very like it on the campaign trail here. You know, if the whole GOP primary thing goes south and Santorum doesn't win, maybe Fox News could give him his own church chat show. Rick Santorum is the church lady. Except Rick Santorum isn't kidding. He seems to think he's running for preacher-in-chief, but you know, I ain't looking to elect a preacher. I'm looking to elect a president of a religiously diverse nation. Does Rick Santorum understand that this nation is religiously diverse? Does he respect your beliefs? You're kidding, right? Santorum's cultural extremism, unfortunately, is a sign of its times. You probably saw in Virginia, the state legislature is preparing to vote on a measure which would require women to undergo a transvaginal ultrasound prior to having an abortion. And in Indiana, a Republican legislator became the butt of jokes this week after he declared that the Girl Scouts are the, quote, tactical arm of Planned Parenthood and they promote homosexuality. The Girl Scouts want lesbians to have abortions! The crazy, it's out and among us, and Rick Santorum didn't cause this. But this is an election year, and he then becomes its standard bearer. And isn't that convenient?